Hello, this is Toby, the Galactic Intuitive. We're going to pull some cards and let's see what Spirit has to tell us today, or would like for us to know. The energy right now feels like comfy clothes, hence the baggy sweatshirt, t-shirt thing. Hair up, kind of looking like a Medusa kind of thing, going, oh, look at that. Yeah, but it feels like a, I'm burning some sandalwood. I'm feeling very cozy today, even though, and maybe not, let me rephrase that. I am not feeling cozy today. I'm feeling that coziness and things that I associate with that sensation, that feeling, that energy would be very helpful and supportive today, because today has been an interesting day, to say the least. You guys, my absolutely favorite card in this deck, this is the Life Soul Vision Oracle deck by Romy Weiser. My favorite card is the Rainbow Dragon. And that's what we have here. The Rainbow Dragon. I love the Rainbow Dragon and the Wild Rose. I absolutely adore this card. I mean, look at how gorgeous this is. Let's just talk about that right now. Look at the colors. Look at how beautiful that is. That I was going to say multi-spectrum dragon, but now I'm feeling more multi-dimensional dragon energy with the Wild Rose. That wild, I started to say feral, divine feminine energy with the full moon behind it. Okay, so our next full moon is on October 6th, and I am kind of getting, ooh. Hold please, hang on, there's something about this. Okay, we're gonna come back to that, but there's something about that date besides the full moon. It is an eclipse. I believe it's another eclipse. Is it? I think it is. But it's the full moon in Aries. Which is the sign of I am. And after this Virgo, dual new moons in Virgo in this portal here, and the rebalancing of the equinox on the 22nd. And this card is, what's the word I want to say? Actualization. It's the beautiful blending, the blending of all the colors within you, of the divine masculine, the divine feminine. It is such an exquisite card. The energy behind it is just fantastic. I hope you can feel that. There's so much presence and power in the energy of this card. And at the same time, now this is how I feel about Romy's work in general, but it feels so profound and intense in this particular card to me. It is and I'm speaking on this because this is the balanced version of self coming through with such intense power, and being able to express and embody that feral energy, the wildness, and do it with so much grace and a gentleness. Now, not everybody is going to express themselves in a gentle way. Not everyone, that doesn't go along with everyone's personality, but the gentleness has to do with not necessarily the individual expression. My stomach's growling, sorry. The individual expression, but it has to do with the energy that underlies it. And the energy can be, I want to make sure I get this right for you. When we are in a powerful state, no, not powerful. That's not the right word. When we were in a state of complete sovereignty, self-sovereignty, the confidence and the power and the expression, there's a consistency to it that creates or holds the energy of a gentleness, because there's no fluctuation. So you don't get bursts of it. You don't get bursts of intensity. You get consistent, solid, flowing authenticity, sovereignty, integrity, balance. Now, if this resonates for you, because I don't I don't usually say this type of thing, but this I'm getting is for a very specific group of you. Because not everyone is on the same portion of the path or in the same place in their personal journey, but there is a group of you. And there's been a lot of talk about waves of ascension. And so it's my feeling and my experience that there was already a group that last summer started moving into 5D and didn't stay there necessarily. So I would call that the first wave. However, so now we're kind of splitting hairs here. Yeah, we're not going to dive too far into that because I'm going to go down a rabbit hole with what we're talking about with 5D and whether we're staying in it, whether we're not, all that kind of thing. This particular group, though, around that Aries full moon, there is going to be, I'm hearing a bump as in a bump up, a lift off in how you present yourself in the world as the rainbow dragon and the wild rose. That's pretty freaking fantastic, friends. Little alliteration there. Is that right? I don't know if that's the right word. Anyway, pretty freaking fantastic, friends. Yeah. So the Aries full moon, October 6th, mark it on your calendars. If this is resonating for you, there is something in this card that resonates for you. The reason why I went on that long kind of side quest of talking about Romy and talking about the energy of her cards and her work and that consistency of the energy that then presents in a gentle way because it is consistent, because you're not getting bursts of it. So it's not like this intensity and then it fades, an intensity and then it fades. No, see how that, okay. Sorry, I got a personal nod to something that I'm going to be announcing here soon. Okay. See how the colors and everything are fluid through the dragon's body. This is your energy. See how there's no separation between the colors, right? And these represent our chakras, right? Or the dragon's chakras. this is what we're doing, because when we have this integration, the chakras, I'm trying to say that right, Diane, I'm trying to say it right. Diane will know what I'm talking about. The chakras work together. They're not meant to work just independently. When we are working in alignment with ourselves, then we're utilizing them together. There's no separation. There's just no separation, period, in all things. So I just love that this card came out. It couldn't be more perfect. It couldn't be more perfect. Okay, to my freaking fantastic friends. You guys are all freaking fantastic. Let's just be clear. What else? Okay, I'm going to pull. I don't want to put this card down. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to put it down. Take a screenshot of this card. If you don't have this deck, take a screenshot of this card. I'm going to hold it here. Try to not get the light in it. Hold on. Let me do something here. That didn't help. Oh, there we go. Does that help? That helps. That's a little bit better. Because I have this light behind me, I kind of have to have lights in front of me. Otherwise, anyway. Okay. All right. Take a screenshot of that card. This card. Because I feel like it's going to be relevant for, I know, it's going to be relevant for you somehow as we're moving towards October 6th. It's interesting. I sat down here thinking that I was going to be talking about the eclipse, the equinox, you know, probably more the equinox. We've talked a lot about the eclipse. And here we are moving straight to October. It's not that far away, friends. Can you believe it? I cannot believe it. What is this year? Insane. We need to talk more about time, don't we? Okay. Love this card. All right. Moving on. I can't set it down. I can't set it down. There's something about, okay. This is what I'm hearing. When we cross that, there's a bit of a, this is interesting and kind of odd, but there's a bit of a boundary line around October 6th. When we cross that boundary line, you will notice that the energy that you embody and express when you're in this state of no separation amongst your chakras, this state of unification with divine masculine, divine feminine, this state of consistency in your energy, you will not be able to set that down. You will not be able to set it down. It will be like me holding this card. I can't turn it loose. Since now that I have my hands on it, now that I have it, I am not putting it down. That's what that's about. That's why I keep saying that. I can't put it down. I can't put it down. You won't be able to put it down. You will not be able to take a step and not carry this energy with you. You'll feel it. You'll feel the tension. You'll feel the contrast within you. If you try to take a step, take an action, behave a way that is not in alignment with this, you will feel it. And it will not feel good. And then you'll find yourself, I'm hearing reaching for this energy, for this embodied state, for this unification within. And unification came up in that last message from the 9 about contrast. And so it's coming up again. And look what's on the bottom of the deck that I had just picked up and then sat down. The High Priestess. Check out that full moon. High Priestess, card number 2. High Priestess is associated with Piscean energy. And then we have the 3 of Wands and Justice. Look at that. And the Star. Y'all. Okay. I didn't have to shuffle. I mean, I shuffled before it came on, but your high priestess is activated. Like the connection to your intuition and to multi-dimensional frequencies, super dimensional frequencies is absolutely elevated at this time. And not only is it elevated, but you're able to integrate it. You're able to understand it. You're able to translate it. So it's not just that you're receiving the messages, you're understanding how they are applicable for you in your day-to-day human life. Three of Wands, this is usually in the traditional tarot, it's illustrated as someone standing at the shore waiting for a ship to come in. They can see the ship. It's on this side of the horizon, obviously, if they could see it, but it's approaching them, but it has not come into port yet. So there's action, there's movement towards you. And then we have the Justice card, which is Libra, which is October. That full moon in Aries happens I can't speak, in Libra season. And then we have the star. Oh, I should not put this on YouTube. Gosh, I'll have to hide it because she's naked. YouTube doesn't care for that. Okay. Anyway. The star. Healing. I'm hearing elevation. It's it is associated with Aquarius, and hang on just a second. I'm feeling something else. Pluto is in Aquarius right now. There is a rebalancing here. What am I trying to think? There's something, and I'm getting a pain in my upper back. So hang on just a second. There's a bunch of things coming in and I'm only getting blips of them. So give me a moment. All right, this feels rather specific. Okay, so let me break this down a little bit and then I'll pull it together for you guys. Thank you for your patience. For empaths, those who are sensitive to energy, we can weight or pressure on the heart chakra is often felt in the middle of the upper back because all of the chakras shine outward. They don't just radiate from the front, they radiate from the back too. So pressure from, or weight, heaviness from upon the heart chakra, like heavy emotions or difficult experiences with that keep, what am I trying to say here? That hinder the full expression of your heart energy can be felt by the physical sensation. I keep pointing to my back because that's where I'm feeling it. The physical sensation of pain in the upper back region. And it's like, I don't know why, right here. Not that you need to know that, but yeah, right there in the middle of the back. Like not above mid back, like right between the scapula. As you become more aware of everything on the energetic level, everything in the multi-dimensional realms, maybe not everything, but picking up on more information and being able to witness it and receive it and translate it. There have been there has been energy sent towards you that here's the thing. As sensitive individuals, certainly I know that there are individuals out there, beings out there who will send energy towards other sensitive beings that is not well intended. Let's just put it that way. However, sometimes that can happen just by jealousy. That can happen by someone gossiping, that someone not, or someone even talking behind your back and saying things about you. And it can happen unintentionally by in this state, and here's really what it's getting to. And in this state, you are triggering a lot of people. And that's what's causing this weight, because in the trigger, they're actually projecting, ooh, we had a message not too long ago about being aware of projections from other people as you're beginning to stand in your truth and speak in full authenticity. So this is this coming towards you energy, this strong coming towards you energy. This is triggers being projected upon you. But there is a rebalancing that's happening. And it has to do with, I feel like this message is all over the place, but it has to do with the consistency of being in this energy. And that's where we get the balance. And it's the consistency. Sorry about that. That really surprised me. That was really loud. It's the consistency that allows that that projection to just slide right off. And that's where the healing comes in from the star. And I'm not going to show you the star card because she's naked. There's her head. So that's where the healing comes in. And that's where she is naked because she is able to stand in her, all right, let me cover up the bits, because see how she's standing naked, vulnerable, in her full truth, full authenticity for everyone to see, right? Doesn't mean you have to walk around naked. However, this speaks to being able to stand fully exposed and not in a negative way, but fully in your truth, and being comfortable with that, and understanding that that is the expression of the divinity within you. See the star? And it's that state that any projections, any reflection in that way, it can't stick. It's the releasing of those energies in your energetic field, because you're truly in a sovereign state, because you're not waffling back and forth. And I don't mean waffle in a negative way, but being in your truth and your authenticity, and then sometimes going back to maybe hiding aspects of yourself, or filtering yourself, or doing a little bit of people pleasing, or trying to micromanage, or taking on responsibility for things that's not yours. Who knows? It can be anything, whatever it is for you. But that's what's coming with this full moon in Aries. Balance, justice. It starts at the equinox. It starts then. You're seeing with the eclipse what it's going to take and what you need to address in order to truly actualize into the fully integrated, aligned, embodied you, and be this dragon and the wild rose. Be the dragon. One of my favorite songs. I want to be a dragon. I love that song. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's enough for now. Oh yeah, I didn't realize I've been talking quite this long. Is there anything else? I don't think so. I think that's everything. Don't forget your screenshot of the card. There's something about that card that is going to help assist you, remind you to not let go. Don't let it go. Okay. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate your presence, your energy, your support, all the things. And I am sending you lots and lots of love. And I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you.